What's going on, everybody, and welcome to the video. In this one we are talking about Mullen again, ticker MULN. We've got some pretty big news on short interest, short squeeze potential, and a few other things I wanted to cover out on Mullen. So if you do enjoy this type of content, all I ask is you subscribe to the channel and you turn on post notifications so you don't miss out on any of my future content. But let's go ahead and get straight into it. So right now Mullen is a little bit in the red today, just 0.37%. Crossed above that 50-day moving average a few days ago, which is a bullish sign, hoping to stay on top of this. And then another thing I wanted to point out is if we just go ahead and we look at the 100-day moving average, we'll see we are trading right there. And if we can break above this, I do think that's going to be very, very bullish, and it could send us up to some very nice prices, assuming everything plays out in a good way. So looking at a little bit more on Mullen, last Friday, Mullen did do very well. Okay, we just look at this. We can just see the huge increase in price that the stock saw from 33 cents to 28 cents. That's a big jump. Now let's go ahead and kind of talk about what happened and a few things that are going on with Mullen right now. Shares of Mullen are getting a boost as a result of bullish macro data released today. A lot of stocks were up, so that is just a little bit of a help. But investors are cheering the announcements that the reverse stock split has been approved, but not yet enacted. Okay, with Mullen stock rebounding, it's possible the shares won't need the split, which could be even more bullish in the medium term. So just to give you a few key highlights on this, the company's prospective reverse stock split is a bigger concern for investors right now. While shareholders have approved a split, reports that the company is holding off on initiating the split until it's absolutely necessary is intriguing investors. Mullen is likely to complete its reverse split in the coming weeks with a March 6th deadline looming. So today is January 30th. That gives this company about 6 weeks, okay? Not even, about 5 weeks to kind of decide, are they going to do this reverse stock split? Because if not, then they can't stay on the NASDAQ with all the deadlines and different things like that. So given the strong price action the company has seen of late, perhaps it's possible for Mullen stock to rise $1 threshold in time at roughly 33 cents at the time of the writing. Seems unlikely, but who knows? Right now it is 33 cents. So we could see that bullish activity, and just depending on how things play out, it is definitely very optimistic that this stock can hit $1. That's going to be like a 200% return in the next 5 weeks. And Mullen definitely needs to do something and provide some good news in order for this to happen. And I think the number one thing they could do is like announce production is beginning and show production and things like that. Because if they could speed that up, it would be a huge help for the company. Now let's go ahead and show you a little bit I found. This is a tweet, and it's not me kind of saying Mullen buys bankrupt ELMMS and Indiana plant for $240 million. It's me making sure that whenever you do read this information, make sure you check the date, okay? A lot of people are taking old news. This is from October 19th of 2022. People are taking videos from like 4 years ago. Make sure you check the date on everything. You don't want to be reading stuff that you think is brand new when in reality it's like 4 or 5 months old. So keep that in mind. I just want to point that out first. But to show you a little bit, here's something I found, the Dragonfly edition, coming soon. I don't exactly know how soon. I've been looking it up, but I'm assuming going to be around 2024, just kind of with everything else. But just look at this vehicle, okay? Definitely high quality, coming at Tesla, a lot of good stuff for this vehicle. Just wanted to point that out there in case you did not know this, but could be huge. Now let me show you a little bit of more big stuff that's going on with Mullen. Breaking: expert says a Mullen short squeeze is highly probable. So let's kind of talk about this. Experts say positive news in the coming days to weeks is all Mullen automotive stock needs to trigger a short squeeze. Mullen Automotive is set up for a short squeeze that may not begin if the company cannot issue some favorable news in the next few weeks, said market beat analyst. So a lot of news is going on, but then you look at this and stock analyst price targets on CNN are huge. $23 of $24. Now I looked on CNN and this is what I found. I only got the $23 price target, but still a 7,000% increase from its 32-cent price is massive. But this is definitely bullish information. I mean, assuming if Mullen can provide some bullish catalyst and be above that $1 within the next few weeks, that's going to be absolutely incredible. Okay, that could delay this reverse stock split, it could cancel the reverse stock split, whatever it is, that could be absolutely huge, and we do need it to happen. But to talk to you about the short interest, it has decreased by almost 20%. So as of January 15th, companies kind of get that short interest information about every like 2 weeks, the last in the middle of the months. As of January 15th, there was a short interest totaling 168.4 million shares, a decrease of 19.9% from its December 31st total of 210.26 million shares. Currently, it says 11.6% of the company's shares are sold short, and the short interest ratio based on its average volume is about 0.7 days. So I wanted to go look a little bit deeper into that. Looking on FinViz, it is about 11.68% short of the float and a 0.77 ratio. If you don't know what that is, it just means the total amount of days that it would take a company to cover all their short positions just based on the volume. So technically what this means is it would take 0.77 days for all short positions to cover their short selling, their shorts. Now looking at on Yahoo Finance, short percent of float as of January 13th is 11.9%. So all within that range, 11.9%, pretty much 12% is still a very, very high number. So keep that in mind. And then something I wanted to point out is US Mullen short shares available as of 29 minutes ago. I'm going to go ahead and refresh, but okay, it's 950,000 right now. So that's not very high. It's not very low, still a good number. And then looking at the short interest, the short borrow fee rate, sitting right now at about 19.67%. It is slowly increasing from 13%, 14% from the other day, from last week. We're seeing some good stuff happen. So this could be something that we see, and assuming that we get a catalyst coming up very soon, this is going to be bullish information from Mullen. So I just want to point out all this information. If you did enjoy this video, make sure to subscribe to the channel and turn on post notifications so you don't miss out on any of my future content. Leave a comment below what you think about Mullen, all the good stuff. Check the links down below as well in the description for some free stocks, some free money. M1 Finance is handing out like $100 free if you just deposit $100. So lock in that money while you can, and I will see you at the next video.